pieces of housekeeping before we get started. Please turn your cell phones off. Thank you. And you may meet your graduates in the auditorium. After graduation, they will meet you there. Please stand for the national anthem and remain standing for the procession of staff.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to walk.
Thank you. Please be seated. Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement exercises of the class of 2024. Yesterday, I had the privilege of attending the graduation of our Annapolis seniors. I teared up almost immediately at the opening comments, and the tears continued pretty continuously through the entire ceremony. Those were tears of joy. Yesterday, during the ceremony, and as I thought about today, I was overwhelmed with so many lovely memories. Both big memories and small memories. Sometimes in the moment, we can get caught in the hardships, the repetitive tasks of our day, and we miss those little moments. Graduations are moments of joy and should be a reminder of the many wonderful events that brought us here today. For this class, there have been many opportunities to savor those moments of joy, big and small. Two of the graduates who will walk across stage today have been with Harbor since 2012, more than half of their lives. One student who will walk across stage has been with Harbor just a year, and the rest are everywhere in between. Each has created memories and worked his or her way into our hearts, sharing small special moments and big triumphs. As an educator, joy often manifests itself in the quiet moments. A student who stops by to see us every day, the laughter at lunch. As a parent, I know the quiet joys that come in everyday moments, in the conversations that happen in your car, or when our child does something kind for another. Sometimes we don't recognize those moments until they have passed. We are so busy, we sometimes forget it is the small things that are worth savoring. I often find joyous moments when I enter a classroom and see the look on the faces of the staff when a student demonstrates a new skill. I find moments of joys in the halls when I see a quick hug or a high five, and I know that our students feel loved and accepted. I see joy in art, performing art, and on the sports field, where a student can express him or herself in a way that may not have come as easily in the classroom. I am truly humbled and grateful to each of you, the staff here today, and all of the staff along the way, who create spaces where students can have both quiet and loud moments of joy. To each of you, I say thank you for making Harbor magic, and thank you for being someone who believes in a great education and the tiny moments of joy that make a community. To you, our parents, families, and friends, I'm equally grateful because you have trusted and shared your student with us. You have been willing to do the hard work. You have shared special moments with the staff that lead to joyous moments for all of us. Sometimes in the hustle and bustle, IEP meetings, play practices, sports clubs, and other after-school activities, we forget to savor the little moments that are truly wonderful. I hope today reminds you of those joyful times. Today is a loud, joyful moment. My wish and hope is that each of you feel the delight of this moment, and that you can savor it knowing that you have helped make it happen. Celebrate our graduates, celebrate their accomplishments, and celebrate your moment in their special moment. So take a deep breath, relax, and let the joy flow. Please stand and welcome the class of 2024.
and you'll be seeing some of that on display this afternoon. Mr. Kennedy, I hope you dance. This is our wish for our kids.
You get your fill to eat, but always have that hunger. May you never take one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you'll still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you'll never feel those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some hardened heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
We have an amazingly talented staff. Teaching is only where it begins. Then they just go on to other great things. The children, these young adults are our future. I love today. It's the culmination of all the hard work and perseverance that you, our students' families, our students themselves, and the very special staff who believes in these kids and serves these kids every day. So please give our grads another round of applause. These students have worked hard to bring themselves to this day, but they haven't done it by themselves. You guys have had the support of your families, your friends, your teachers. So it's about time you all applaud them. Go ahead, applaud them. Because you need to say thank you for all they've done People tell me that I don't embrace change. And that's partly true. I like tradition. I think traditions keep us grounded. That the traditions of our faith, our country, and certainly our school help to keep us grounded. So for example, the cap and gown that I'm wearing today is 55 years old. It's the same cap and gown I wore when I graduated and got my doctorate. It's been suggested that maybe it's time to get a new one, but I can't do that. It wouldn't be the same, and that definitely wouldn't be this fine quality. The children are our future. Each generation has brought us new acceptances of difference and has made us closer to living what should be our true values. Most people who know me know I love history. And in our darkest times, as some people may feel about today, I still know that the arc of history always moves on its upward path. Oh, sure, there are slippages, there always are, but we move forward again. Pearl Buck once said, "The young don't know enough to be prudent, and therefore they attempt the impossible and achieve it generation after generation." One of the many wonderful things about Harbor School is that we live and teach our values to our students and to our staff every day. Our students are different from the average typical student. I have a sign in my office that says, "I tried to be normal once, but I didn't like it." I didn't. It's no fun. We embrace difference at Harbor because each one of us is different, and we like that. And it's true of our staff as well as our students. We believe that there's always another way and a better way to get better, and we try to do that. We respect our religious values, all of them. We have students and staff of many faiths, and some of no faith, and that's all good. Because if you haven't already noticed, most faiths all have some of the same core values. And they're not all that different. We believe that each of us is on our own faith journey, and each of us may have found a different destination from someone else. That's okay, as long as we respect each individual's journey. At Harbor, we value an individual's right to identify his or her own gender. One of the things that I had to teach my high school kids many, many years ago was what public restroom was appropriate for them. So just to give you an idea, I have been a licensed special education teacher for 62 years. I was very young when I got my license. In those days, when I was teaching my students which bathroom to go into, we had to know. I taught them that like a bathroom labeled with a rooster was for the boys and a label with a hen was for the girls. And you need to know, I was raised in Baltimore City. We did not have many roosters or hens in the city. But I even kept a list of all the creative names for male and female restrooms that I encountered when I traveled. Today, the choices are much harder. As a society, people are coming to grips with the fact that not all of us are clearly male or female. Some will refuse to be in either category. Others may have started out as one gender, but find their true selves in another. Some people are attracted to the other gender, and some people are attracted to the same gender. For some of us, all of this openness is pretty hard. Some may find these changes in opposition to their faith, beliefs. At Harbor, we want our family to be allowed to be fully who they truly are. And we insist on respecting that. You cannot fix any problem until you admit to what the problem is. If you refuse to acknowledge the problem, you'll never be able to fix it. So we recognize the differences and agree to disagree on gender issues as long as we respect each other. Race can be confusing too. There was a time when people very seldom had relationships with other races. That isn't true anymore. When my husband was in grad school, one of his best friends was in a multiracial marriage, and we went to have dinner with them one night. And the apartment we went to was not in the best part of town, it was kind of crummy. And afterwards, I said to him, why are they renting here? Why don't they move out into one of these cheesy garden apartments that we have? Why are they living here? And what he said to me was, at that time, in Maryland, they are not legally married because they are of a different race. And so in those days, couples of two different races were not allowed to be legally married in the state of Maryland. That's different now, but that's the arc of history. Sexual relations with other races have led to what we call mixed race children. Demographers and census bureaucrats are struggling with how to count the races. Is the child of black and white parents counted as black or white? Our MSDE data forms now want us not just to indicate the race of the child, but the culture as well. I'm not entirely sure why that matters, but we have to count it. In about 25 years, when these kids over here are going to be middle-aged, can you imagine? White people will be in the minority in the United States. And so there will be an entirely different racial component to our culture. Of course, by then, it might also be hard to tell who is in which racial group. Maybe we will belong to a racial group called the human race. Wouldn't that be nice? I think so. I'm not entirely sure what MSDE will do with those forms, but I know those bureaucrats will figure it out, and I have faith in them. The final major value at Harbor is our culture, and in many ways, it encompasses all of our other values as well. Our culture is one in which everyone, regardless of who you are, must feel safe. Our staff has to be safe, our kids have to be safe. Doesn't matter who you are, how different you are, how the same you are, you all have to be safe. Many of our students come to us from environments in which not only did they not feel safe, but they were not, in fact, not safe. Some of our kids have been bullied, tormented because of who they are. Not surprisingly, some of our families, when they come to us, they also feel battered and bruised because they were the parents who had kids that were annoying and causing trouble and were extra trouble. At Harbor, we're all different, and it's okay. We embrace difference. This is one of my favorite special ed stories. I have a ton of special ed stories because I've been around so long, but this is one of my favorite ones. So many, many years ago, I was the director of special ed in Anne Arundel County. And in those days, all of the kids with orthopedic disabilities were in one elementary school, all the elementary kids. And one day, I went to that elementary school. And in the lobby of the school, there were two kids. One kid, one little boy who seemed fairly typical, and another boy who was very much involved orthopedically and was using a wheelchair to get around. And a mother came in, and she was the mother of the plain kid. Our kids are special, those other kids are plain. So she was the mother of the plain kid. And when she came into the lobby, she looked at the kid in the wheelchair and she said to her son, "Oh my God, what's wrong with him?" And her son said, "Nothing, he's always that way." That's what we want. That's what we want. There's nothing wrong with that kid. He's always that way. As you can see, that experience has stayed with me for a very long time. And that is why I'm always so happy to report that there's nothing wrong with our kids at Harbor. They're always that way. And I'm very thankful that our parents trust us with our best kids, with their best kids. I always say that. I say that all the time. Because I don't know what y'all do with your other kids, but I'm really grateful you send us your best ones. These values sound good, but they're not always easy to adhere to, and it takes hard work. perseverance, to keep believing when the challenges keep on coming. And in today's world, those challenges are often coming fast. That's hard work, and a strong belief system comes from a very strong faculty. I have been in education a long time, and most of my colleagues will tell you that when it comes to education, I am really picky and really hard to please. But I'm proud of that. I own it. Every day, this staff, this Harbor School staff, they live their values. Every day, they try to do better. Every day, they work to ensure that our students will have a bright future. And our kids will make a future that they can be proud of, you can be proud of, and we can be proud of. So it's with a great deal of pride that I applaud you, and I ask the Harbor School staff to please rise. They really are the best. They really are. And they have all the bruises to prove it. That's when I smack them around. The other thing that I want to formally announce, because certainly at this campus you may not have gotten the news as formally, we have a new program director at our Annapolis campus, and her name is Renee Catlin. Renee, would you just stand up a minute? The only safe ship for our future is leadership, and I am pleased to announce that Renee Catlin became our program director on May the 21st. Renee has been in Harbor for 23 years. She came to us right out of kindergarten and has repeatedly demonstrated her leadership, and she lives our value system. So I hope you will join me in supporting Renee in her new role, and Martha Schneider as our campus leader here, and know that our children are in good hands. Our graduates, our students, and our program directors at each campus are our future. And I hope you all feel as confident as I do that that future is safe, and that these faces behind me, these faces are going places. Thank you. Continue to demonstrate the talent of our staff. This is a special time, and Dr. Rhonda Ford, our clinical coordinator.
I graduates for their graduate messages. Our first senior is Victoria Reese Allen.
Good afternoon, our school. Thank you for coming today. Harvard has meant a lot to me. You have helped me
Learn to read
and speak to myself. Harvard has helped to learn to do things
by myself.
by myself.
Miss Felicia
Ms.
has
helped
helped me
me
find fun jobs.
find jobs.
A few of my favorite teachers
Few favorite teachers
are
are
Miss Bosley,
Miss Bosley,
my mentor and English teacher. Helps me when I'm feeling sad.
Mr. Fine,
My speech teacher,
my speech teacher.
thank you for helping me with my speech.
Thank you
For
helping me.
with my speech. Miss Mayor,
Miss Mayor,
for helping teach me
how to
be safe.
save.
Thank you to all my teachers
Thank you.
for helping me graduate.
Help me graduate.
My favorite memories of Harvard is
Tinkle,
to
dances.
and reading.
Oh, overnight trips.
I will miss my teachers
I will miss my teachers
and friends very much.
and
Friends very much. You want to go there? I mostly want to thank
I most
thank you to who are those
Mom and Dad.
for supporting me,
Thank
for supporting,
for
supporting,
supporting
and
and
loving me.
loving me.
Our next graduate is Lila H. Baran.
You might not believe it, but I really don't like writing or giving speeches, so I have something a little different. It's a poem that I wrote, and I'm excited to share this with you. I hope you enjoy it. It's called The Shining Light That Led Me Home. I've been adrift at sea for so long, searching for a safe place to dock, in the dark, cold, and unforgiving sea. Till at last I despaired at my fate, to roam the sea forever alone. Then out of the mist, a beacon of light, a beautiful shining star that warmed my cold heart. Hope at last stirred in my chest, and I set course towards that star. Fierce determination drove me forward against the tide. I felt the sea's determined grasp for many days, until at last I reached that star. But it was no star. It was a lighthouse that led me here. I had found a safe harbor at last, to heal my weary heart, to forget my lonely days. I was content to stay forever, but nothing is forever, and soon I would have to face the seas again. I stand on the dock looking out at the vast sea and weep. I weep to leave the only safety I've ever known. I weep because I will leave my friends behind, and soon I will be alone again on that dark, endless sea. But I know even when I'm far away, Harbor School will always be that shining light that led me home. I'd like to thank all the teachers and staff here at Harbor School for a wonderful year. I'd like to thank my mom, my Aunt Alicia, oh my grandpa, and my amazing siblings. A special thank you to Ms. Schneider and Dr. J for giving me this opportunity.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. When I started at the Harbor School in 2013, I met Miss Pickard. She helped me gain trust in her, then she helped me regain trust with the other teachers and staff in the school. In middle school, I was able to build friendships I still have today. And thanks to Dr. Ford's suggestion, I met my friend Matthew in high school when he was a new student. Some special memories I've gathered over the many years of many interesting moments during the plays, partly thanks to the glorious fog machines. The scripts and broadcasting class were fun, and I enjoyed hanging out with my friends. I look forward to taking higher level mathematics in college. I plan to become an engineer. I'd like to thank Ms. Pickard for her wonderful support, Ms. and Mr. Harrison for being great home teachers and IEP mentors, Mr. Emerson for his lunches and preparing breakfast for the academy events, and Dr. Ford for supporting me throughout the years. I hope I still run two at Wegmans. Now, I didn't know this prior, but I also would like to thank Dr. Ford and Mr. Kennedy for singing today. And thank you to all the other staff members who have supported me during my time here. Thank you. I still love family. Mom and Dad, thank you for getting me to and from school when I need it and supporting me all the way to graduation. And to my brother Thomas, thank you for occasionally picking me up when Mom and Dad couldn't. And thank you to my special dog Bear for helping me get through a difficult time in my life. And for the class of 2024, well done for making it to this point, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Our next graduate is Kara Ryan Collins. Thank you for coming to graduation. I love her because of the teachers. I love learning about music and dancing from Miss Cardell. I learned about art from Miss Weiss and Miss Carson.
self-paced with my schoolwork since I understand at this school you can take your time here. Before I started at Harvard, I went to the Gateway School from 2007 to 2012, where I started making some friends there. Finally, I started going to the Harvard School in 2012 in Law School, where I made new friends, where I made good connections with them, and friends from my old school where I started to become friends with them again, and from this point on, I'm a graduating student. Also, I completed all my classes from lower school to high school just to officially graduate today, which I feel so proud of myself. A great Harvard memory I made was when we had field day in June of 2021, when we could not go to Cascade Lake because of COVID, but I still had a lot of fun that day. Field day was a special day where we could go to 3 different fun areas like water balloon toss, cornhole, and going down the slip and slide, just to name a few. For lunch that day, we had Warrior Farms chicken with carrots, applesauce, snack bags like chips, and cookies. What I miss at the Harvard School the most is going to school dances, especially prom, because I would dance and have a lot of fun with my friends while listening to different songs, playing cornhole, and eating good food like pizza. Our reason why I miss prom is I have a blast hanging and dancing with my friends from 7 to 11 p.m., dressing up fancy, going in the photo booth with my friends to take pictures, and eating amazing prom food like lasagna. My plans after graduating high school is to attend West Virginia University to be part of the Country Rose program for kids with spectrum, and work to hopefully become a gardener or landscaper one day. And who knows, I might join a Lumini Club. This program is for kids with disabilities, where they get provided one day with classwork, social events, and learn how to work in an area on campus for 2 years before they graduate. It helps them get prepared for the real world. Also, Alumni Club is a club for Harvard graduates where they do special events like a dance for them, going bowling, and going to see a play at the Eastern Theater, just to name a few. I would like to thank Ms. Schneider for being a great principal here and keeping the school safe, especially when I go on my school labs in the mornings and still go up with SNAP when I was in lower school. Ms. Emerson, for being an awesome front desk person, for making announcements and making sure all the students are in school or absent. Mr. Emerson, for being an awesome chef and making delicious foods for lunch, where I will buy lunch once every week and the winter feast. I would also like to thank Ms. Bosley for being my awesome homework teacher and for helping me learn new things before graduation, like when it's a good time to talk. Ms. Glenn, for being a fun speech teacher and teaching me new things and playing fun games with her sometimes. And Mr. Oleski, for being my first career science teacher as a freshman, learning how to operate broadcasting equipment and for making the morning shows amazing. I would also like to thank my mom for getting me into this school and pick me up and take me to events and for taking great care of me. My dad, for taking me to my house to catch the bus when I spend the night with him on a school night, spending the night with him on the weeknight and the weekend sometimes, for taking great care of me and taking me to school in the past school years, including picking me up and taking me to school activities. My mom's boyfriend Joel, for taking care of me and taking me to after school club sometimes. My dogs at my house and my dad for keeping me company when I take them out for walks and playing with them every now and then and make me feel better. And my friends for being awesome and friendly to me when I want to hang out with them, especially if I have hangouts with them outside school or going to special events, and for making me feel better when I go feel down. I hope you guys have the rest of your amazing time on my school's graduation ceremony today, and wish me luck for my future down the road.
Our next graduate is Corey M. Dunson.
Afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for coming here. When I came to the school in 2015, I was nervous and scared about meeting new people that I had never met before. But I was brave enough to make new friends at Harvard. At Harvard, I had the opportunity to go out in the community during my school hours with specialists at transition. I've been doing a lot of work at Homes 2 Studios, CPS, PECO, and MPT during the years I've been here. A great memory at Harvard School that I witnessed is doing Friday activities like Village, like social skills, and being funny with my friends. I want to thank my homeroom teacher, Sasko, for the support and education since I joined her homeroom in 2018, and for being a good teacher. My plans after high school is going to college for cooking school. If that doesn't work, I will have to think about my plan B for my future career. The staff I want to thank are Miss C, Miss Smith, Mr. Miss Kenner, Miss Munt, Mr. Martin, Miss Myron, Miss Groa, Mr. Spare, Miss B, Miss Lauder, Mr. Hoy, Mr. Kennedy, Miss A, Miss Solo, and Miss Mills. To the students, mostly high school and some middle schools and friends, I want to thank you all for being supportive and kind to me, even if we don't have the same classes or don't know each other. I want to thank my mom and my grandparents for their love and support. For all the seniors, I wish best of luck, and I will keep in touch always, and keep you all updated progress and life.
Our next graduate is Allison Lydia Gardner.
Hello. It is a pleasure to be here with you all. Harbor School was the best school for me due to its non-grade system. This system helped me due to not having to stress over the typical A's, B's, C's, E's, or F's, and instead focusing on my overall progress in school, which is what ended up getting me where I am now, in front of all of you about to get my high school diploma. There are some sad parts of graduating, though. I'm going to miss my two friends, Ellie and Ben, though luckily I'm going to be able to visit them and still hang out with them outside of school. So I guess it's not that bad. I'm not exactly sure what I have planned for the future, but I hope to focus more on my art and my job. Besides that, I'll just see what comes my way. Before finishing my speech, I want to thank some of my teachers and other people. Thank you, Mr. Emerson, for being a chill and kind teacher. Even though we did a lot in your class sometimes, your class was always a relaxing environment. I'd even say it was one of my favorite classes my entire time in high school. But not only was your class a relaxing environment, you introduced me to new foods I wouldn't have tried if it wasn't for your class, and taught me wisdoms about the kitchen I can use even outside of school. Thank you, Mr. Harkis, for being a kind and patient teacher. I'm not really the best writer. It can take me a bit of time to come up with ideas, but you always gave me the time to brainstorm and constructive criticism when I asked for such. Thank you, Miss Fletcher, for being a nice and creative teacher. I always enjoyed the times we would cook in your class and how you get our input on what you wanted to make in your class. I also enjoyed how you would put stuff that you or other classmates were planning to do on your daily math word problems. Thank you, Mr. Harrison, for being a kind and acknowledging teacher. I deeply enjoyed being in the cafe the 2 years I was in that village. It was probably my favorite village I was ever in. I love how you took our suggestions on what to make on Fridays and gave me and everyone else opportunities to help where we could. I also loved how you acknowledged when me or other students worked hard. Just like in my kitchen class, in your village, I was given opportunities to try new foods and taught many kitchen wisdoms I can use even outside of school. Thank you to my family for being there for me during hard times and pushing me to keep on going. If it wasn't for all of you, I wouldn't be where I am now. Well, that's the end of my speech. Thanks to every single one of you for listening to me. Hope Hope you all have a fantastic day.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to this special day. I want to share with you why Harvard is so very special to me. The Harvard School is special to me because it makes me feel safe and helps me to become more independent. I learned a lot from some of my favorite teachers, like Miss Collins, Miss Fletcher, Miss Mary, Miss Rossi. My greatest memories of being part of the class with Miss Cardell and cheerleading with Miss Fletcher. I working in the community and team up with the teachers who helped me. I also, as Miss Martin and Miss Scott, helped me do my very best. I have fun at the dances with proms and overnight trips. Thank you so much, Grandma, for all you've done for me every day. Thank you so much for finding the Harvard School where I belong. I have met many friends and great people. You've always been there for me. I don't know what I would do without you. Lastly, I will miss my friends and looking forward to seeing you all on my club.
Our next graduate is Adam Scott Mason.
Good afternoon, class of 2024. Harvard School has been a good school for me because the school gave me the help I needed in order to get to where I am today. Thanks to the school, I have become more social and interactive with my peers. Also, the small class sizes helped me focus more on my assignments. In the beginning, I did not really talk much in class, and I stayed within my comfort zone. But over time, I try to speak up more with others and when things need to be said. I enjoy going to Cascade Lake, swimming and going on the bar slide. I also enjoy working in broadcasting, making skits for the morning show, and creating my first ever movie poster in graphic design. I'll miss the students in my homeroom, including Ben W., Carlos, and Austin, for making class more interesting and enjoyable. My plan after high school is going to Stevenson University. I hope to become an animator and screenwriter while I'm there. I like to enter this field because I am good at creative writing and interested in animation. I like to experience living on campus for my freshman year. I like to thank my homeroom teacher, Mr. Harrison, Ms. Russo, and Ms. Mott for teaching me the skills needed for me to go to the next phase in life. For example, finding a job that associates with my career path or researching combinations for people with autism. Also to Ms. Wise, Ms. Carson, Ms. Lesh, and Ms. Adams for helping me expand my art portfolio for college. I couldn't have gone to college without your help and support. Thank you to my parents and family for helping me push through the tough challenges, whether it was academically or socially challenging. Thank you all for coming here, making it here. It really means a lot to us. Thank you.
Our next graduate is Kayla Newdell.
Good afternoon. Growing up, school was always a difficult thing for me. It presented
I wouldn't have been able to receive my high school diploma through the traditional school system. The Harbor School provided me with resources such as one-on-one math support, which is the area I tend to struggle with the most, and because of that, I was able to understand concepts in algebra and geometry that previously seemed to me like it was such a foreign concept that was out of my realm of capability. I have a lot of good memories at the Harbor School. One thing I enjoyed in particular was when we would have snow cones outside towards the end of the year. I would like to thank Miss Mosby for being there for me as a teacher and my IUP mentor, and Miss Esser for being a major support system for me. Thank you to Miss Levin for always being here and for, out of the kindness of your heart, always supplying snacks, gum, and drinks for students. Thank you to Mr. Vargas for always being there and encouraging me on hard days. Thank you to Miss Myron and Mr. Barton for taking time to work me through and explain math concepts to me. I would also like to thank my parents. Thank you to my mom. Your unwavering support and endless sacrifices have brought me to this moment, and for that I am eternally grateful. To my father, Yeshaya Barzon, thank you for making sure that I always had the tools I needed to be successful and going out of your way to support me throughout all of the challenges and successes I faced during this journey. And thank you to all my friends at school who made coming to school every day a lot better. Thank you all for coming.
Our next graduate is Isaiah Lamar Parker.
Hello, Harbor School parents, staff, and guests. Thank you for coming out to graduating today. Harbor School was the best school for me because of the amount of support I get from the teachers and staff. Before Harbor, I felt mad and frustrated a lot. Began at the Harbor School, helping me to feeling a lot more positive. I liked that I could listen to music while I do my work a lot. Begin at the Harbor School. I learning how to communicate for my needs, especially when I am angry and upset. I learned how to be more social with my peers because I do that a lot of times. Including Adams, my bestie, and Chris Adams. That's right. Also, I have been attempting to overcome my shyness. If it wasn't from the Harbor School, I would not be where I am today. Thank you for my teachers and my family. So, yeah. I got here today by having the opportunity to work with all the teachers here. They give me great advice, like just letting things go. I was successfully at the Harbor by staying positive and working really hard. My favorite memories of the Harbor School is hanging out with my friends, because I do that a lot at school. I also like being the ball boy for football and basketball, and helping chef with the Academy breakfast. My favorite memory was when we won the championship football game in 2023. After graduating, I plan to attend the Taos University Hospital Center so that I can continue to make new friends and learn new things. Also, thank you to Ms. Pascal, our teacher, for being my IEP mentor, and Mr. T for being a great social worker and give me amazing advice. Thank you, Ms. Clark, my sister-in-law all the time, for always listening to me and always having my back feeling left out. I am thankful for my speech teacher because she is like a sister to me a lot. And thank you, Mr. Ben. You helped me get myself together when I was feeling left out freshman and sophomore year. Mr. Ben always had my back from back in the day. Thank you, and thank you, Mr. Payno, for my landscaping skill. I wanted to especially thank you my family, my mom, my stepdad, and my dad for everything you have done for me to get here. I love all of my family, and they helped me to get here today. And also to all the seniors, have a great graduate. I am so proud of you, class of 2024.
Our next graduate is Shlomo Yehuda Perlstein.
My time at Harbor has made me a much greater person. I became a Harbor School student in 2018. I have been to a lot of schools, none quite like the Harbor. I appreciate that the Harbor School accommodates a huge variety of views and religious practices. For example, the Harbor has a practice of providing kosher food at events where food is served as part of the event. I also appreciate that Harbor has helped me improve my social skills. My favorite subject in Harbor is science. I like science because it explains the universe. I also enjoy reading, but not writing, particularly science fiction. I am part of the Harbor Technology Academy. In Tech Academy, I learned how computers work. For example, I took apart a computer to learn about the parts of it. After Harbor, I plan to take a job from one of the companies that are hiring in my area. For example, Home Depot, in which case, for references, I might use my homeroom teacher, Mr. Harrison. Supervisor my last internship and the person who organized some of the volunteer projects. I completed some of my service learning. I would like to thank my family and teachers for their supports. I would specifically like to thank my mother for helping me be on time for the bus every morning, and my father for teaching me how to handle household repairs. Also, thank you to Mr. Harrison for being a good IoT mentor. I will take advantage of Harbor's openness to follow a religious practice that, when discussing an accomplishment, we thank God for the opportunity to accomplish it. Thank you.
Our next graduate is Abigail Rubin.
Hello everyone, I'm very excited to graduate. I think Harbor School is best for me because it's a very good school and teacher friendly. my teacher, do my homework, I listen in class and behave nicely. I will enjoy working with children and assisting teachers to grade and grow. I have good memory and with my old teacher and my old friend. I keep in trust them. Thank you, my speech therapist, social worker, and my homework teacher. Thank you, my mom, my dad, and sister of my family. It's for me. I will miss Miss Snyder and Jacob. You are a kind and helpful, and I hope to come and visit everyone in future.
Hi everyone, I'm a proud graduate of the Harvard School. When I first arrived at Harvard in 2019, I was nervous beyond belief. I wasn't really proud of having autism. However, as I learned about myself and was with other people who are neurodivergent too, I figured out that maybe having autism isn't so bad after all. The teachers at Harvard really wanted to get to know me and figure out how I learned. After graduation, I plan to go back and volunteer at Ace Chapel Elementary. I worked there this year for my volunteer and paid internships. I really enjoyed my job. I will be learning about other jobs I could do. One of my favorite memories of the Harvard School is the first time I was in the morning show and had a part on camera in Mr. Letsky's class. I didn't know I could be good at doing the skits. It really surprised me when, after a few times, the lower schoolers recognized me or said hi to me in the hall. It made me feel really proud of myself. I would like to thank my mom for believing in me and always being there to help me. I would like to thank my dad for driving me to school every day. My bus ride is an hour both ways. 2 hours every morning, 5 days a week for 5 years adds up to a lot, yes? Now that I think about it, if I rode the bus in the morning, we could have saved a lot of money on gas. By now, we could have been millionaires. But really, Dad, all the money in the world doesn't compare to spending time with you. I'd like to thank Miss Mosby for always being there for me. Dr. Ford, thank you for never giving up on me. Thank you, Mr. Leslie, for showing me things I'm good at and being supportive. And finally, I would like to thank my friend Alex for being the most loyal friend I've ever had. In conclusion, my time at Harvard has helped me become the person I am today. Thank you.
Our next graduate is Nicholas Brennan Hall.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming today. I want to say what being at the Harvard School has meant to me. I've gotten help with learning how to do things independently. Harvard has also helped me become more independent by helping me learn how to get a job and do well in the workplace. A few of my favorite teachers are Miss Saul, Miss Schneikirk, Miss Hermione, Miss Scrum. They have shown me kindness and support. Miss Schneikirk and Miss Hermione have bright personalities. My greatest memories of being at the Harvard School are going on overnight trips, making brownies in math class, and having Mr. Nykerk as my mentor. I will miss my friends a lot, but I know that I need to move on. I plan to work for graduation as a dog walker. Lastly, I also want to thank Mom, Dad, and my sister Malika for everything they have done for me. Thank you, Harbor.
Our next graduate is Benjamin Wilmson.
Hi, and thank you for coming to graduation day. The Harbor School has helped me better myself in the future by getting me a job and an internship. They helped me get through classes and learn things I'd be unwilling to learn in my school, old schools. They helped me get through anger issues and actually have fun and make friends, or helped me be more motivated and helped me focus more. Harbor helped me get better with socializing. My favorite memory here at the Harbor School was when I had my first overnight in DC, when I got to experience my first village along with the school auction around freshman year. Some peers that I will miss the most are Carlos, Austin, Chris, Brady, Khalil, Riley, Josie, and Adam from Village and Home. My future plans are to hopefully get a job at a movie theater, then make steady income from gaming and game testing. I want to get my own apartment and then hopefully a house. I want to get a driver's license and a car I can afford and fit into because of my height. I want to compete in esports tournaments and fundraisers. I want to come back to the Harbor School to visit every once in a while. I want to thank all the teachers and staff, especially Transition, Village, Homeroom, and especially thank you to Ms. Floyd, Felusa, Ms. Collins, and Mr. Kennedy. I don't think I could have gone through high school without their help. I want to thank the Harbor School for getting me this far. Thank my family for supporting me through my life and to this day. I want to especially thank my mom and Paige for providing events at school and found a place for me to volunteer for my senior program. I want to also just thank everyone who came here today to support our graduation. Thank you very much.
Our final senior is Samuel Ziegler.
Good afternoon. I appreciate everyone who's come out today. The Harbor School is a good school for me because it's self-paced and I never felt like I had to rush to get my work done. It was also nice that the class sizes were smaller. Got to this point by having a lot of great teachers and IP mentors. A great memory was when we went undefeated and won the football championship in the 2023 season. We also went to the basketball championship game. Although we didn't win, it was still a great experience, and I'm blessed to have gotten the opportunity to play in the championship. I'll miss playing sports with my teammates the most because whenever we were on the football field or basketball court, we played like we were family. My future plans are to go to CCBC for a year and then transfer to Towson University. My goal is to become an NFL or NBA coach. I'd like to thank Ms. Grohl for always being there for me no matter what. You were always so much more than just my speech teacher to me. I felt like I could talk to you about whatever's going on in my life and you helped me get through it. I want to be where I am today without having you by my side every step of the way. Thank you for always pushing me to try my best and at everything I do and give my best effort, and always believing in me. I'm going to miss hanging out with you and visiting you throughout the day. I'm going to miss you so much. Thank you to Mr. Johnson for being a great IEP mentor for me. You helped me get to where I am today and helped me grow as a person, athlete, leader, and captain for my teammates. I'm going to miss hanging out with you in homeroom and shooting around with you in the gym. I would also like to thank Mr. Gibson for supporting me throughout my time in high school, through my time playing sports by giving me advice on how to improve and how to bounce back if I had a rough game. I'm going to miss playing sports with you and joking around with you. I'm super thankful that I was able to be in the gym homeroom throughout my time in high school. To Especially want to thank Mr. Pano and Mr. Emerson. Thank you for believing me to lead on the football and basketball teams. I'll forever be blessed to have gotten a chance to play quarterback for the team because I enjoyed every second of it. I'm very grateful for all the success we had over the years. Ms. Esther, thank you for being a great guidance counselor for me throughout my time here. Thank you for putting me and Terrell in a group together and dealing with us, because I know it can be a lot together sometimes. I'm going to miss our group sessions a lot. Now I'd like to thank Terrell for being a good brother to me. You've had my back since the first day we met in middle school, and I don't know what I would have done without having somebody like you here with me. You're the funniest person I know, and we made a lot of great memories here together. I know this is going to be difficult not going to the same school anymore, but I want you to know nothing's going to change. This was just the beginning of our friendship, and I can't wait to see what we do together next. I'm forever grateful to have a best friend like you. Now I'd like to thank my family. Mom, thank you for always being there for me through all the ups and downs. You're the reason why I'm here today, and I'm so grateful to have a mom like you. You sacrificed a lot of your time to pick me up from all my practices over the years and support me on my games. You're the real MVP. Dad, thank you for being one of my biggest supporters in my life. I'm blessed to have a dad like you. Thank you for always being there for me whenever things got tough. And I always cherish your text messages to me before all my games. Coming to my game to support me. To my brother Aaron, thank you for being my biggest supporter. You're always there for me when I need you. You're the reason why I've been so successful during my time playing sports here. By helping me improve and become a better quarterback by running drills with me. You pushed me to be great and strive for greatness. I'm so blessed to have a brother like you in my life. Congratulations, class of 2024. Have a great day.
Stand up in front of this whole group and give a speech. They're pretty impressive students, aren't they? There are many special things about Harbor School graduation, and I always tell folks, and they realize that in fact, this definitely is one of the best high school graduations you will ever been to. Our kids are special. And it is not a factory line, it is an individual graduation that acknowledges the gifts of each of our children. But we know that as great as they are, it comes from you all, and we are appreciative of our families. And so when your name is called, will you please stand because your student wants to present something to you. rise. Will Tiana White please stand? Will Sharon and Mark Gardner please rise? time, this is just the run-up to the real event, but we have some special awards. First of all, there is the State Merit Scholarship Award. And that goes to Adam Mason. The next award goes to Evan Dewick for This award is the Service Learning Award. This is the student who has done more hours of service learning than any of the graduates. The next awards are the Freedom Bernard White Scholarship Awards. And these awards are scholarship awards made in honor of my parents. I say this every year when we award the money. This money is from my inheritance from my mother who died 17 years ago now. One of my great assets and skills is spending my parents' money. So here I get to do it again. I've always been very good at that. I'm sure. So the first scholarship award goes to Gabriella Pasco. And Gabriella's claim to fame is that she's the daughter of Ann Pasco and their teachers. The next award goes to Reagan Me. And Reagan also is the daughter of one of our staff, Tracy. Congratulations. The next two awards go to our students. The first one is to Evan Dewick. And the final award goes to Adam Mason. Adam? I don't know if some of you have noticed, I hope you all have noticed that several of our graduates are wearing cords around their necks. In your program, it explains the cords indicate that these students are Academy graduates. And what that means is they interviewed and applied to be a student in a special academy. And once you're an academy student, you have to spend time after school, special projects. So it's something that is earned, and then you have to keep working to keep it. So it is a special award, and we're very proud of our graduates for that. The next awards are awards from the county executive, Johnny Oshevsky. The county executive in Anne Arundel County at our Annapolis campus and here in Baltimore County do these awards for our students each year at the request of our staff. They're both running for re-election, so that's fine. No, actually Johnny Oshevsky wants to be in the House of Representatives, so you know, he's got a bigger reason. Victoria. Victoria Reese Allen, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School at Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for social growth and perseverance in the community. Your graduation is an outstanding accomplishment and serves as an example for all people of all ages throughout our communities. On behalf of the people of Baltimore County, I am proud to congratulate you for your dedication to your education and your success in reaching this goal. Given under my hand and great seal of Baltimore County, the second day of June 2024, Johnny A. Oshevsky, County Assessor. Now you've all heard the whole thing once. Now you're just going to hear the part that commends the student. Because I'm considerate. Executive citation. Leg up RM. You especially deserve to be commended for your self-advocacy and creative nature. Your graduation is an outstanding accomplishment and serves as an example for people of Baltimore County. Given under my hand in the Great Seal of Baltimore County, the second day of June 2024, Johnny A. Olszewski, Jr., County Executive. Alex? Alexander Daniel Bayless, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for all your self-determination and drive to meet your goals. Given under my hand and seal, the Great Seal of Baltimore County, second day of June in the year 2024, Johnny A. Olszewski, County Executive. Executive citation. Kara Ryan Collins. In recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your perseverance and resilience. Given under my hand, the Great Seal of Baltimore County, the second day of June in the year 2024, Johnny A. Olszewski, Jr. Evans. You're coming up here a lot, Evan. Congratulations. Evan Jackson Dewitt, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your work ethic, positive outlook, and empathetic nature towards your peers. Given under my hand, the Great Seal of Baltimore County, the second day of June in the year 2024, John A. Olszewski, Jr., County Executive. Corey? In recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your kind nature and positive outlook. Given under my hand in the Great Seal of Baltimore County, this second day of June in the year 2024, John A. Olszewski, Jr., County Executive. She fancies herself a fancy photographer, so you have to look at it. Did you get it on? Allison? Allison Lydia Gardner, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your perseverance and personal growth. Given under my hand and the Great Seal of Baltimore County, the second day of June in the year 2024, John A. Olszewski, Jr., County Executive. Really? Executive citation. Willie Mackenzie Haynes. In recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your compassion towards others and social nature. Given under my hand and the Great Seal of Baltimore County, this second day of June in the year 2024, John A. Olszewski, Jr., County Executive. Executive citation. Adam Scott Mason. In recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your artistic nature and social growth. Given under my hand, the Great Seal of Baltimore County, the second day of June in the year 2024, John A. Olszewski, Jr., County Executive. Executive citation, Kayla Udell. In recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your resilient nature and compassion towards others. Given under my hand, the great seal of Baltimore County, on the 2nd day of June in the year 2024, John A. Olszewski Jr., County Executive. Isaiah? Executive citation. Isaiah Lamar Parker, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your hard work and dedication. Given under my hand in the Great Seal of Baltimore County, the 2nd day of June in the year 2024, John A. Olszewski Jr., County Executive. Struggles? Where'd you go? Governor of Chelsea, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your growth in self-advocacy and self-determination. Given under my hand in the Great Seal of Baltimore County, the 2nd day of June in the year 2024, John A. Olszewski Jr., County Executive. Abigail? Executive citation. Abigail Rubin, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your humor and work ethic in the community. Given under my hand in the Great Seal of Baltimore County, the 2nd day of June in the year 2024, John A. Olszewski Jr., County Executive. Matthew? Executive citation, Matthew Cameron, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your ability to overcome adverse situations. Given under my hand in the Great Seal of Baltimore County, the 2nd day of June in the year 2024, John A. Olszewski Jr., County Executive. Nicholas? See, here's the thing about these board reports. You're supposed to look simple. That's the rule. They're supposed to sit flat on your head so you look silly. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Executive citation, Nicholas Brennan Walker. In recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your strong-willed nature and love of music. Given under my hand in the Great Seal of Baltimore County, the 2nd day of June in the year 2024, John A. Olszewski Jr., County Executive. Benjamin Wilson. Executive citation, Benjamin Wilson. In recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your hard work and growth in the community. Given under my hand in the Great Seal of Baltimore County, the 2nd day of June in the year 2024, John A. Olszewski Jr., County Executive. Sam? Executive citation, Samuel Ziegler. In recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, you especially deserve to be commended for your leadership on and off the field. Given under my hand in the Great Seal of Baltimore County, this 2nd day of June in the year 2024, John A. Olszewski Jr., County Executive. the granting of high school completion documents. It's pretty exciting. At the Harbor School, our kids, all of our students have, each of our students has an IEP mentor. And this person is the student's guide throughout their journey here in high school. And so, as part of our ceremony, we ask the IEP mentor to present their graduate for graduation and to verify that the student has indeed completed all the requirements to receive a high school diploma or certificate, as the case may be. Ms. Boswell.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor School, I present to you Victoria Reese Allen, who has completed all of the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all of the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school certificate.
Victoria Reese Allen, by the authority vested in me by the Harbor School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school certificate. Let me explain. We have not received the Baltimore County diplomas yet. So this is a document, but it's not the real diploma. They'll be coming. Have requested that they receive a graduation award from the Harbor School. The diplomas that our students get from the public schools are from the school they would have attended were they going to a public school. Many of our students have said they also wanted a Harbor School award. So you will see the students are getting two folders. One as a Harbor School award and one as a public school award. Ms. Mott.
Dr. Jacob, on behalf of Harvard High School, I present you Lila H. Barham, who has completed all the requirements to set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Lila H. Barham, by the authority vested in me by the Harbor School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school diploma. You're both yours. Your walls are just going to be filled with all kinds of things. It's wonderful. Ms. Fletcher. No, I skipped. Mr. Harrison.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of Harbor School High School, I present to you Alex Daniel Bayless, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Harford County also has not submitted their diplomas to us, so it's untraceable. Alexander Daniel Bayless, by the authority vested in me by the Harbor School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Now, Ms. Fletcher.
I'm standing in for Ms. Fletcher.
Oh, you're standing in for Ms. Fletcher. Okay, do a good job here when you're standing.
I'm trying.
Go ahead.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harvard High School, I present to you Kara Ryan Collins, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all of the high school competencies as hereby eligible to receive a high school certificate. Kara Ryan Collins, by the authority
School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education. I hereby award you your high school certificate. And Baltimore City is on the way. Ms. Bosley, you didn't even get a chance to warm your seat.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harvard High School, I present to you Evan Jackson Dewitt. As set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education, and who has successfully completed all of the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Evan Jackson Dewitt, by the authority vested in me by the Harvard School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Ms. Pascal.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harvard High School, I present to you Corey M. Dunson, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Corey M. Dunson, by the authority vested in me by the Board of the Harvard School and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Mr. Martin.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harvard High School, I present to you Allison Lydia Gardner, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Allison Lydia Gardner, by the authority vested in me by the Harvard School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Ms. Bosley, you're back again. This is your main performance.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harvard School, I present to you Lily Mackenzie Heyman, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school certificate.
And it's Carroll County and it's real. Lily Mackenzie Heyman, by the authority vested in me by the Harvard School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school certificate. Mr. Harrison.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harvard High School, I present to you Adam Scott Mason, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Adam Scott Mason, on behalf of the Harvard Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Ms. Mosby. Here's your other one. Ms. Mosby.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harvard High School, I present to you Kayla Nudell, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Department of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Kayla Nudell, by the authority vested in me by the Harvard School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Ms. Pascal.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harvard High School, I present to you Isaiah Lamar. And who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school certificate. Isaiah Lamar Parker, by the authority
authority vested in me by the Harbor School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school certificate.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Shlomo Yehuda Perlstein, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education, and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Shlomo Yehuda Perlstein, by the authority vested in me by the Harbor School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Ms. Kenner.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Abigail Rubin, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Abigail Rubin, by the authority vested in me by the Harbor School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school diploma.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Matthew Schranek, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Matthew Shamrock, by the authority vested in me by the Harbor School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Mr. Nyker.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Nicholas Brennan Walker, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education, who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school certificate.
Nicholas Brennan Walker, by the authority vested in me by the Harbor School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school certificate. Ms. Collins.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Benjamin Wilson, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Benjamin Michael Wilson, who by the authority vested in me by the Harbor School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Mr. Johnson.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Samuel Ziegler, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Samuel Ziegler, by the authority vested in me by the Harbor School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I hereby award you your high school diploma. So we have a final round of two final traditions before the ceremony is over. As I said, I'm big on tradition. You will notice that all of the students have their tassel on the right. And you wear your tassel on the right if they're not graduating. But they've all graduated. That's why the tassel should be on the left. So will the students please take your tassel and move it to the other side. The other tradition is the turning of a school ring. So your ring should face in while you are a student. But when you graduate, your ring should face out. So those students who have Harbor School rings, please take them off, turn it around, and face it in the other direction. I can do that, I think. Hold on. Oh. No, you have to stay still. I can't do it. There you go.